Hey guys, Diverse NH here. Sorry for the wait and the delayed period between videos, but as told, this is the deck profile this is the deck that I'm currently running, the Agent Fairies. It's been a while because I've been trying to figure out what I've been liking best, and I found that this build is very consistent and has a lot of success, and I've done pretty well at locals with it. So here we go. Rate, comment, subscribe, and make any comments and tell me what you think. First we have Agent of Creation Venus. She's nice. She gets the engine for the deck going. You just summon her. We got 3. You just summon her, and then you can pay 500 life points to summon out one of these guys. Mystical Shine Balls. You may be wondering, what's the point of that? Well, you can do a few different things with it. You can use Gotchi Gotchi and summon out 2 and boost your monster's attacks by 400. But the main play is a combo that you can make with this card, Genex Ally Birdman. Run 3. His effect is you can special summon him by returning 1 monster that you control back to your hand. So you can make anywhere from, with the Venus and Shine Ball play and a Birdman in your hand, you can make a synchro anywhere from 5 to 9 stars, 10 actually, and it sets up some big plays and it's really nice. Most commonly I go for Trishula, Stardust if it's early in the game. First turn Stardust is a pretty good combo. Just sets up some nice plays. Some people think that 3 is overkill, but I always like to have 1 as much as possible if I have a Venus in hand, because then it allows for that play. Next is just the Searcher for that you can search out Venus to your hand with. Agent of Mystery Earth, run 3. Effect is you normal summon it and you can search one other agent monster and add it to your hand from your deck. I only run these 6, and so every time you'll be searching for Venus because she can't search for herself. But it makes for some nice plays too, especially with the spell card that I'll be showing you in a little while. Because it's a tuner, you aren't just relying on Birdman for your synchros. The next is one of the main boss monsters, Master Hyperion. Anyone who knows much about the game at this point will know that Hyperion is a beast. He's so easy to summon. You can special summon him by removing a agent, one of the 6 targets agent monsters that I have in this deck from play, and you special summon it, and you can remove it from your hand, from the field, or from your graveyard. So he's almost always live, and his effect is you can remove 1 light fairy from your grave and destroy 1 card on the field. If Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, you can do it twice, but I don't run that, so you can do that once per turn, and he's got 2700 attack, and he's just boss. Next is a card that if you can get out first turn with the spell card that I'll show you, Valhalla, you can shut down almost every deck, almost every top tier deck there is. It's Archelord Christia, just run 2, that's all you can run. Effect is, you probably all know, when she's on the field, neither player can special summon, and it's 2800 attack, so as long as you can keep her out there, you shut down a lot of the decks that are being played right now, and she gets on a lot of people's nerves. And her other effect is once she is sent from the field to the grave, she returns the top of your deck. So if you have Valhalla out and they can't destroy Valhalla, then next turn and you don't have any other monsters, then you're just going to be able to drop Christia back down, and so it's really, she's a great card. She can also be summoned by, if you have exactly 4 light fairies in your grave. If you do it that way, then you can add one of those you have to add one of those cards back to your hand. So you have 2 different ways to get her out. And she can be normal summoned, so 3 technically. Next, I run 2 Athenas. You may be wondering why. You probably haven't seen many decks run it. Well, it's simply because with Valhalla, I didn't feel like I didn't feel like there wasn't enough boss monsters to be putting Valhalla to its best use. Sure, you can special summon in a lower level monster, but at some points that doesn't really help you. So I was looking and just have been testing different things, and I found that Athena is really nice because if you can open the game first turn, if you go first, and you open the game with Valhalla and Athena, and you have a Agent of Venus in your hand, her effect, Athena's effect is, each time a fairy monster is summoned, inflict 600 damage to your opponent. Once per turn, you can send one face-up fairy monster you control except Athena to the graveyard, and special summon 1 light fairy type from your graveyard, except Athena, except herself. You can't tribute her to summon one, or you can't special summon her from the grave either. But so you drop Athena with Valhalla, then you drop Venus. You've already inflicted 600 damage right there. Then you pay 1,500 to summon out your 3 Shine Balls. That's another 1,800. And if you are fortunate enough to have Gen X Ally Birdman in your hand, then you can bounce something and synchro summon, and you can leave 1 Shine Ball on the field and tribute it, send it to the graveyard to special summon back out anything, probably the Venus that you used to sync, and then you inflict 600 damage. So you can do 3,000 damage to your opponent without even attacking on the first turn, and it's pretty sweet. Next is just a card that I think should be running all light fairies, almost honest. Keeps income. You just save it for a rainy day, and it can help you a lot. Next are 2 Hecatrix. This card, if you discard it, you can search for the spell card Valhalla, Hall of the Fallen to your hand, and that's the card that I'll show you next. Run 3 Valhalla, Hall of the Fallens. Its effect, its use is once per turn, if you control no monsters, you can special summon 1 fairy type monster from your hand. So, like I was saying, if you draw into Hecatrix or you draw into Valhalla first turn, and you have Athena or Christia, is really nice to have with it first turn. You just lock down first turn right there, and it plays out real nice. Next is 2 Pot of Dualities. I don't like running 3 because with the other 2 draw cards that the light fairies have, it's just like overkill and just didn't run as well, so 2. And then as well, for draw engine, there's 2 cards from the sky. You just, to activate the effect, you remove a light fairy from your hand and remove it from play, and you draw 2 cards. The downside to this card is you can't activate you can't special summon just like Pot of Duality, but you also can't conduct your battle phase, so that's why I run 2, because say you use Pot of Duality and one of the 3 choices is cards from the sky. Maybe you're in a bind, maybe you're not. Who knows what you might decide to do, but it works nice to be able to play Pot of Duality into cards from the sky, because you can +3, and since you can't special summon anyway, you're not really losing anything except, your battle phase. But if you're in the position where you have to do Pot of Duality and cards from the sky in the same turn, then you're probably not going to be attacking anyway. So just found that works real well. Then 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, just because, I mean, it's destruction, spell trap destruction, it's important, and it sucks to have your monsters destroyed, removed from play, anything like that. Then just your staples, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm. Then 4 traps. There's 5 traps. I've got 2 bottomless, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Solemn Judgment, and 1 Return from the Different Dimension. I do main run this in my main deck, like in the deck. I don't side it because, in my opinion, it's a really great card because it ends a lot of games for me. So you've been removing stuff with cards from the sky or with Hyperion's effect, and you can just, in one turn, you can do a whole lot with them, and especially Synchro Summoning, because any cards that were special summoned by Return from the Different Dimension are destroyed at the end phase, so if you can Synchro Summon with some of them, then that works out nicely. As for this extra deck, I got 1 Gachi Gachi Gentetsu. It's just for the shine balls. If you're in a position where you want to do that and you can't synchro with them, with the Birdman, Venus, shine ball play combo, you can use it like with the first turn Athena combo I was talking about and get Athena up to 3,000 attack. Gachi Gachi, and provide some nice, like a little bit of stall too, which is kind of nice. Trishula, must say that I go for Trishula most. Trishula is a very good card. Next, Stardust. If you can get out of Stardust before you get like Hyperion on the field, if you have Hyperion and Stardust, or Hyperion and Athena, or Stardust and Athena, anything like that, that's real nice. Then Bryonic. It's just really a staple. It's great. Iron Chain Dragon. I like it in some cases. You can really mess up some decks by making them mill their top 3 cards, so that's why I like to run it. And the other reason I run some of these cards is because some of the synchros are like outrageously expensive, and so you've kind of got a budget if you plan to get them. Right now, I have a friend that went to a tournament, and I didn't end up being able to go, so he needed my Ally of Justice Cataster, the 5-star, and my other, Black Rose Dragon, the 7-star. I like to have every level range synchro from 5 to 9 covered, because you can make all those very easily with this deck, so it's always nice to be able to go into those. And there's Red Dragon Archfiend and Colossal Fighter. Red Dragon's nice if you have your opponent pinned down and they've got a lot of things in defense, you can knock them out. And then Colossal Fighter, it's just pretty decent. And then, like I said, Ally of Justice Cataster and Black Rose Dragon. That's currently my extra deck, and I am working on getting a Scrap Dragon and Mistworm and Hyper Librarian. That's what I'm currently working towards. And as far as a side deck goes, I'm still working on perfecting mine. It's hard to know what to do a lot of times, and so a lot of it's personal opinion. So that's why I'm not, because everybody likes to do their own thing, so you'll have to decide that on your own. Anyways, sorry, I'll try and cut down the length a bit next time, but hope you enjoyed it. I'll also be showing you the Chaos agents that I've been playing with and fooling around with, and some builds like that with Blackluster and Chaos Sorcerer and all that, and maybe getting tour guides around the holiday time, so might be showing you that too if I end up getting them. But anyways, take care guys.